Are you going for an interview tomorrow? Are you expecting an interview in a week or a month's time? Is there a business deal you want to make and you want that deal on your table? Do you want to win a contract? Do you want to negotiate a trade deal? Do you want to be a good mediator? Do you want to pass that interview, that asylum case we are into? Do you want to present your case well before the panel? You are doing a master's degree, you are doing a bachelor's degree, you're doing a PhD, and you are fearing the panel. Do you have any business you are going to be negotiating tomorrow or today or a day after? This talk is for you. This talk is for you. My name is Kato Mukasa. Welcome to Think Better, Do Good Better. I'm an economist, but also an international commercial lawyer with specialization in commercial law. I talk business, I talk entrepreneurship. This channel is only about business, only about entrepreneurship. We don't talk about politics, we don't talk about love, we talk about business. We talk about entrepreneurship. Welcome. Let us see how to make a great conversation. Please, before you do that, hit the subscription button, subscribe to our channel. That's the only way you're going to support us. And that's the only way you're going to keep on seeing these videos and refer other people to our channel. Let them give us business. We're a consultants firm here to serve you matters business. Today, I'm talking about how to have an effective business conversation. We all talk each day, but do we know the meaning of an effective business conversation? It's that conversation that seals a deal. It's that conversation that leaves you a winner. It's that conversation that makes a win-win situation. How do we close deals? How do we make better conversations? Number one, research your audience. Know the person you are going to meet. Know the audience, know the panel. When I was doing my bar course to become an advocate in Uganda, I went to the Law Development Center to do my postgraduate diploma in legal studies, legal practice. And then I had to meet panels after panels after panels, commercial law, criminal law, family law, investment, panels after panels. But always I would ask, who is sitting on panel Y? Who is sitting on panel X? So I know this kind of guy normally asks these questions. So the point is that you research your panel. If you're going to face a judge, please know the type of judge you are facing. Sometimes in law we say a good lawyer is the one who knows who, but also knows where to find the law. Now, know your audience. Number two, be smart. If you're going to have a business interview, I beg this of you, be smart. Dress your Sunday best. Smell well. Doing that, even here, I'm smelling well. I'm at home doing this presentation, but I'm smelling well. I had to wear my perfume. Smell well. Smell well. Polish your shoes. Make your hair. Smear your face with Vaseline. Add lipstick or lip balm. Look the best version of you before you enter that panel, that room. Before you go for a business conversation, look your Sunday best. Be in your best mood. The attitude must be great. The appearance must be top notch. Having done that, you are going to exude confidence. You are going to exude confidence. People are going to look at you with respect. When I was so much into practicing law, into law with my law firm, meeting clients in the field and doing that, a lawyer has to put on smartly, smart suits, ties. I was that corporate lawyer, smartly dressed, be presentable, be able to convince. My car was a BMW at one point, then a Subaru, a Subaru, a Subaru Impreza, a Subaru hatchback. That was my latest car, a Subaru hatchback. Very fast, very, very, very smart, very trendy. Because lawyers have what we call image. Have a good image. You are going for an interview, mind your image. Your image is your net worth. Now, listen up. It's also very important to know a story to tell. Know a story to tell. Be a storyteller. Brief stories that are relevant to that panel. Don't bore your panel. Be effective by knowing the art of storytelling. Very briefly, I can tell you a story in 2 minutes, but it was going to move you because I've researched about your company and I want to close a deal. I want to sell you our products, our services. I will tell a story from your angle. From your angle, from your company's point of view, I'll tell you a story and I'm going to move you. You're going to give me this contract. That's why I got contract with the government of Uganda, where I worked with the Minister of Gender and the Department of National Youth Council. I told them a story about unemployment and why I was a fresh graduate from Makerere University, but I'd written a book about entrepreneurship and I was willing to change the narrative about unemployment in Uganda, beginning with myself. When I told that story to the commissioner, I think it was called Makubuyo Kabuye, something like that, in the Department of National Youth Council, there was Okiswa and others. They listened to me and they hired me as a consultant. There was Kavuma and others. They hired me as a consultant for the government of Uganda, Department of the National Youth Council, where I traversed the entire country and I sold all my books and I made millions of money before I was 25. But the point was that I knew how to sell my story. I was so unique. I closed that deal with the ministry, and up to now, I am proud of myself because I was able to sell myself. At 23 years, I was able to sell myself and convince the commissioners, convince the minister, who is now the vice president of Uganda, Jessica Lupu, to give me a consultancy. I told them I'm the best consultant in this. I'm young, I'm youthful. Don't give this business deal to old people because they don't know the problems of young people. I faced the panel, I convinced them, and I passed. And I passed with my company, I suppose, Public Relations. I passed. I was given the deal and I did the trainings. And those trainings all over Uganda made me a millionaire before I was 25 years. And I began buying my properties because I already had money at a young age, right from the university. Now, I had mastered the art of selling, not from the university, but from my grandparents. Conversation, I'm talking about business conversations. Now, solve big problems. When you enter business conversation, have the art to solve big problems. I've just told you. I met the commissioner. Remember, there was Kavuma, there was Omaso, I think, there was Kabuye and others, and I convinced them that, look, I am going to solve the problem of youth unemployment in Uganda. And I gave them the statistics. I was able to convince them that I'm the solution, be a solution provider. This world is tired of people who cry, people who beg. I hate begging. And I despise people who keep on begging. Stop begging. You have a brain. Start thinking and working. I was young. I convinced commissioners to give me a contract they had announced, and I got it. Without so much experience, I was just from the university. And they left big companies. They gave me training consultants where I made millions of money. I sold so many books whenever I went throughout Uganda, and those books made me so much money, more than what I was being paid at the ministry. And I got contracts. People were calling me to write them proposals and all that. I became instantly rich with cash. So be a problem solver. Be a problem solver and be convincing. Make it harder for people to say no. Make it harder for people to say no. How do you do that? Nice story, nice convincing points. Give them a better price. Always know how to give a better price. Pricing is very important. And finally, give a bonus. Say, if you give me this contract, I'm going to train 100 people, but I'll also add 5 more on my cost. I'm going to give you 10 hours plus 1 bonus hour. That's what we call bonuses. Always give a bonus. You close the deal. It's the art of closing a deal that matters here. When we're talking with people, look straight in their eyes. Look straight in their eyes, into their eyes. Pass through them like this. Don't be a person who is like this, who is sweating, who is using a handkerchief, who is sweating. You are lacking confidence. Why are you sweating? Why are you shaking yourself? Look people in the eyes. Shake hands. Family. Look around and exude an air of exuberance and confidence. Own the room. Own the situation. Tell them you are the best for that job. You are the best in that interview. Convince them. And mind the tone. The tone is calm. You calculate the volume, when to increase your volume, the voice, when to lower it. You are into the mood of talking to people and talking with people. Talking to people is different from talking with people, which means you listen. Be a good listener. Listen attentively. Mind the position of your hands when you're in a meeting. You can fold them. You can listen up. You can show respect in so many ways that you follow. Nod when the bosses are talking, the interviewers are talking. Nod to show that you are following. Nod. Don't do like this. No. You are there to nod. And of course, with a big smile. I always do my interview with a smile, those who know me. With a smile, because I trained myself. No one trained me to smile. I trained myself to be happy, to show a positive attitude, to balance my tone, to listen more in a conversation and talk less, to nod my head, to smile, to show them I'm following the body language. And I also trained myself to ask the right questions. In any business interview I've learned to ask the right questions. When I was working with the International Food Policy Research Institute in Uganda, as a researcher, going to the field, studying and questioning vanilla cocoa farmers, as an economist researcher, I was the best interviewer I would probe, I would lead, I would get the best out of the farmers I was given the task to research on in the Tambara region. That was my work with the International Food Policy Research Institute. Records are there. My boss was May Sengendo, Doctor, the Dean of Faculty of Gender, Makerere University, and of course, Dr. Sengendo, the Dean of Faculty of Arts. Those are my bosses, okay, under the International Food Policy Research Institute. But when I was doing my research, when I was doing that interview to get that job, I was asking them the right questions. Ask the right questions so that people know you are aware of the subject matter you are talking about. Probe them, lead them, know how to place, get the connections, show confidence, write questions, express yourself with confidence, talk from a knowledge point of view and from a wisdom point of view. Knowledge and wisdom are different things. Master them. Be like my boss, Jessica Rupo, who was then my boss, my minister. That lady knows how to close a deal. Be a good speaker. She's very eloquent. She's the vice president of Uganda as we speak, but at least I still respect her, that she gave me a chance to serve her in the Ministry of Gender, Labor, and Social Development. And they gave me a job out of merit because they thought that indeed I was the best suited consultant for entrepreneurship. And they left people with master's degree and PhD, and they gave me a job, and I was just a fresh graduate from Makerere University. It means you too can. You too can win a contract from big companies only if you believe in yourself, only if you know the right thing to do. Follow us more for more of these videos. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, and hopefully this has been beneficial to you. See you in the next one.